And it is that moment for Tasty Wednesday, and guess what? Again at Zetech University. Last time was amazing. Last time was incredible. Many of you asked questions as to how they can get to join. We are here to remind you that this is the place to be in terms of getting to learn the best of culinary art. Is that correct? It's culinary art, right?
Yes.
So our Chef Caro is here with us, and I think we're no longer visitors. So let's get to hit the kitchen and enjoy. Caro.
Good morning once again, and karibu to our kitchen.
Yeah.
This is the food production unit, Zetech University town campus. Today I want us to do something a bit different. Remember last time we used some potatoes and had to a lot of waste. Sometimes you also may cook food and a lot of it remains and you don't know what to do with it, or you have to eat it as leftover.
Yeah.
So I want us to refurbish our leftovers today. So we can make a new dish out of our leftovers, and if you're even serving guests, they will not be wiser.
Well, that's amazing. And
Yes.
they always say in the kitchen, you try your level best not to have waste. And so
Yes.
the leftovers have some use. So you heat your refrigerator and take what it is that was left over last night. Prepare yourself something new for the day. And as always, Chef Caro will always prefer to be in the kitchen alone. And so I have no choice but to say, kwaheri until that time of tasting. Caro.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So today we are going to prepare a shepherd's pie and buttered broccoli and carrots. So shepherd's pie is a dish made from leftover meat sauce from minced meat. You could have maybe had spaghetti bolognese and your meat sauce remained, so you can store it well in the fridge and use it within 5 days, or you can freeze it and use it within 3 months. Then, of course, the potatoes would have been, maybe you had made roast potatoes or even parsley potatoes. Then, because they remained and you stored well, you can always remove the skin they have formed and then revamp in salty water, then mash them and make a dish out of them. So, today we are going to have minced meat. This one is uncooked, so we are going to do it right now. We have white onions, we have green pepper, we also have tomato paste, which we can actually, that is actually processed, it's bought, but we can actually make our own puree. We can make our own puree from fresh tomatoes, and that we can do by cutting the eye of the tomato and then making a cross at the back and then steeping it in boiling water for like 20 seconds so that just the skin peels off. Then you cut it, remove the pulp, and either blend it in a food processor or you can pass it through a sieve like this conical strainer here. Now we are going to start by cooking the meat sauce. Yes, we are going to make to cook our meat sauce, and generally make sure it is almost dry so that when we put the potatoes on top of it, then it will not ooze of any liquids. So we wait for the sufuria to heat up so that we can heat our oil. And when the oil is well heated up, we are going to add our onions. So we add our onions and let them cook until they start turning brown, and add also the garlic and ginger paste. Into the mixture. Make sure that your onion cooks until it starts turning brown before you add the meat. When you let your onion to cook and brown, it generally makes food taste better because of something we call Maillard's reaction, and they make our food to taste better. So, as we wait for the onion to cook, maybe we could also be cutting our broccoli. This is broccoli, and it is a brassica vegetable. We are going to cook it together with carrots, buttered broccoli and carrots. So I'm going to remove the bottom part of it so that I can be able to cut out florets. So there we go. You can divide the florets again if you feel they are too big. Some people will prefer them big, others will prefer them quite small. Don't cut too much stem out of your broccoli, because that will be wasting food. This is quite edible. So make sure you get to leave as much stem as possible. The last time we were here, we talked about the location of Zetech University. Now today, we are going to talk about things that Zetech University does as CSR. We go to children's homes sometimes and do stuff and take food, cook with the children, and also provide clothes and other necessities for them, and also ensure that we also talk with students from secondary schools on career guidance to ensure that they are making the right decision when they are choosing their courses that they want to pursue. Feel free to check our website, and you will see what activities we have been able to do with our students so far. So we have added the meat into our already cooked onion. Now we let it cook. We can add salt too. Just enough. And pepper. Don't put too much, otherwise the food will be too hot. Yes, you may need to make sure that your flames are quite hot for easier cooking and fast cooking. So as the meat is cooking, we are going to boil some water for the broccoli. We are boiling water so that we can blanch our vegetables to retain the color. We generally ensure that the chlorophyll is dead, so that the vegetables can retain the green color. Chlorophyll is mostly unstable. below the temperatures of 77 degrees centigrade. So if you steep your food in very hot water, you will find that the broccoli or any other vegetables will retain their green color. You can put a little salt in the water, or you can also decide to just blanch with plain boiling water, your choice. So that does not mean that people who do not eat salt cannot blanch their vegetables. You still can be able to blanch them without salt. Yes, our beef is drying out quite well. So we leave it to brown a little, so for the Maillard reactions, and to ensure that it gets a good taste. Remember, if you are not having, you don't have a plan to do a long-term course, you can come and register for a short course with us for basic meal preparation, for cake making and decoration, pastries, and bread making, and also for basic meal service. I have added now my tomato paste into the dish, and then I will add my green peppers, which I've finely chopped, into the food. And then I will add my stock. Remember, we had said stock is a liquid that we extract from meat or meaty bones and vegetables, and we use it to cook meals like soups, stews, and sauces in the kitchen. Instead of using just plain water, you use the stock, and it makes your foods even tastier. So we add a little more stock and let our nyama cook until the liquid is almost over, and then the nyama is cooked through. As that happens, we remember we had potatoes, so I will get my potatoes from the oven, where I'm still retaining them warm, so that it is easy for us to mash. So you can see I've started a little of mashing. So here I'm going to add a number of things to mask the taste of like leftover potatoes. So I'm going to introduce a little spice. We call it nutmeg. Just a little of it. I will also add margarine, just 1 spoon. And then I will mash the potatoes. You also need to add a little salt. Then you mash and ensure you mash thoroughly. no lumps at all. To ensure that your potatoes mash really well, you may need to to pass them through a conical strainer so that no lump is left behind. So we shall pass them through the conical strainer like that and press down like that. So as you can see, the potatoes are coming off from the other side very fine. And that will mean that you do not have any lumps that will pass to the other side. Our water is almost getting boiled for the broccoli. Continue with the mashing or passing through the sieve. When you're sure none of the remaining potatoes inside the strainer will go through, then it means you are done with mashing. And whatever remains you can always discard and put in the bin. Then I will add a little milk into the mixture. Be sure not to put too much. Make sure your mixture is fluffy and creamy enough. Our meat is ready. Our meat sauce is ready. Just add it here. So there goes our potatoes, very fluffy. You can cover for a minute. We are also still going to use a casserole dish. Remember I told you a casserole dish mostly are made of ceramic or glass with a lid, and they are oven proof, so you can put in the oven and it will not break. So in the place of the glass or oven ware or ceramic, we are going to use an insert from a chafing set and aluminium foil. So I will start by putting my meat sauce in the insert. The water has boiled, so I can put in the broccoli and carrots. For 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm going to level the meat sauce before introducing the potatoes into the mixture. I'll level it nicely. And ensure that the whole the meat sauce is wholly covered with the mashed potatoes. Once that is done, I will ensure that my dish is clean by wiping off any spillages. Or smears of mashed potato. Before I make some piercings on the mashed potatoes. The piercings mostly are meant to make a pattern on the top of the potatoes. So you can generally play around with the patterns. For example, you could pull the fork and draw a wavy kind of wavy lines like that. And then the other side we shall leave it with the piercings like that. Yeah, and then we take a pastry brush and use it to apply egg wash. This is a well beaten egg. We shall apply the egg on top of the mixture so that when it goes into the oven, it also browns evenly. You can beat whites only, or you can beat the whole egg. Okay. Then our egg is all applied now, and our mixture is ready for the oven. Shall let it cook for 30 to 45 minutes before we serve it. In the meantime, our vegetables are all blanched and green, so we are going to drain the water. And pass them through very cold water, if possible ice cold water, first of all to stop the cooking process. Otherwise, if the cooking process is not stopped, they are still going to brown. Even when you had preserved the color, they will still brown. This is a preparation that you can do early on in cooking. You can prepare as early as the first steps, and once you have passed them through cold water, they will remain green until when you're ready to serve the vegetables. I will put one more change of cold water to ensure that no heat has remained. And put them back into a bowl. Now, we had said we are going to butter our vegetables, so that is exactly what we are going to do. So we are going to melt some butter or margarine here. I'll still use margarine. I'll melt some margarine. Can do it over fierce heat. Once the margarine starts smoking, just a little, and it's all melted, we can add in our vegetables and toast until they are hot. Our margarine is ready for the vegetables, so I'll make sure I get them in without any liquid. Either stir or toast. You can add a little salt. And a little herbs too. And cook vegetables until they are hot, about 3 to 5 minutes, and they are ready for serving. So they should look all shiny. And they are ready. So we get to cover the vegetables. Before we serve. So we can go back and see if our pie is browning. It has caught. Have a taste and tell me.
Sure, I've been waiting. You know, this looks different. I have never seen this before, and I am all excited to taste as always. This is always my favorite point, yeah, kuonja, because then I get to know whether this is the meal that I'm going to prepare for my family over the weekend. This one though, chef, I must admit, iko na kakazi kidogo, iko na kakazi, but then again, we are here to taste. So yeah, this is how you trick them into enjoying dinner.
All their food, yes.
Thank you so much, chef. Thank you so much. This is amazing. You know, I can't eat the whole plate while you are watching. So we're going to say kwaheri at this very moment. As I'm left to enjoy, ambia watu watakuja aje Zitec kutuambia kwaheri.
Okay. Remember, Zitec University is the place to be for all your needs. Matters training. You can come in for Zitec University program. In the catering department, we have diploma in hospitality and management. We also have certificate in hospitality and tourism management, and also a bachelor's of science in hospitality management. We also have NEC courses like Artisan in Food and Beverage and Certificate in Food and Beverage in our ZTech Business and Training Institute.
Check them
Karibuni
out.
sana.
Indeed. Asante sana for welcoming us, and we're always looking forward to come here to learn
Karibuni
some more
sana.
about what it is that you can do once you hit the kitchen. Means to eat. Your mashed potatoes. Look at your vegetables, readily available, but you get a totally different taste. I think we close it at this point. Cindy, it was nice having you, and thank you for having us. I look forward to see you again. That is next week on Tasty Wednesday. Bye bye.